Our in this lecture, our topic is food. Where does it come from? This is question. Exactly, this is question as you are looking. So it is asking to you, food that you eat, food that you eat. So this food, this is a type of food. Where does this a type of food come from? Okay, where does? Can you think about it? You can imagine whatever we eat food. So this from where will be coming? From where will this be coming? Yeah. So before this discussion, let's recap about discussion that we have discussed in recent lecture. Okay. So our discussion point was in previous lecture about light, shadow, reflections. Okay, reflections. Light, shadow, reflections. Light, shadow, reflections. So light. Okay, light is what we are making summary. We are discussing as a summary, okay, about the recent lecture. So light is what we are able to see the objects because of light. Okay, we can't live without light, and we can't see without light. Okay, light helps us in the regarding of work, and also in many places, in many works, lights are used. Lights are used in many places, in every places, in any time. There are two types of light: sunlight, nature light, and homemade light. Human-made light, that is known as artificial light. Okay. So there are two types of light. Clearly, one is nature light, and second is, now it is a comfortable to understand. Okay, because arrow that I entered here was uncomfortable. Nature light, we have two types of light: nature light, and second is artificial light. Okay, artificial light. So both these provide human light, but it is used in day, not not in night. At night time cannot be used this nature light. Okay, it helps at day. It helps at day, whereas it can be used in every time. Okay, in any place, anywhere place. So we can also at day and at night, anywhere. Okay, anywhere, everywhere. According to need, we can use artificial light in any work. But this in some aspects it can be used clearly. So nature light is what? Sunlight. Nature light is what? Sunlight. Torch is artificial light. Sunlight, stars that is seen in sky. But here example of artificial light are torch, bulb, and so on, and more. So these are examples of light. These both are lights, but you can understand the difference between natural light and artificial light. Okay, so now it's a time, I think so it's a time to understand about luminous and non-luminous objects, or luminous and non-luminous objects. There are two types of object, and it will connect with the definition of luminous objects and non-luminous object. Okay, luminous objects, clearly I think I need to rub this. I hope you are clear regarding this, about this. Now we are moving on the discussion of luminous object. Luminous object. So what will be meaning of luminous object? This type luminous object, this type of object has their own light. I am saying object. This is object. We can see, we can touch. The object the object that we can touch, the object that we can see. Okay, in physical form. This is has this their own light? No. So it is not a luminous object. It will not be counted in luminous objects. So what are those luminous objects? First of all, we need to understand in a written form. Okay, as I told you, this is not a luminous object because this don't have their own light. That's why it can't produce light. It can't produce. Okay, so okay, example, sunlight is luminous object. As I was telling you when we were discussing on the discussion of natural light and artificial light. So natural light and artificial light, also natural light has their own light, and artificial light also has their own light. So natural light and artificial light will be counted in the category of luminous object. Okay, those objects luminous object, those objects have their own light. That's it, on light. Clearly, this is a definition in one sentence, because it produce, you can write towards, because it produce light, because it provides light, you can say, and it produce lights. Clearly, for instance sunlight. So here it doesn't matter natural light, whether they are natural light, that is they are natural light, they are torch light, they are artificial light. It doesn't matter in the case of luminous object. Here matter what objects that should have their own light. Okay, sunlight, and then torch, okay, and more like this, and more like this objects that have their own light. Are you clear? Now we are clear. I think about a non-luminous object. Meaning of a non-luminous object will be different as compared to luminous object. Let's see. Non-luminous object. It does not provide light. That's why it is named That's why this type of object is named non-luminous object, because it does not provide light, and it does not have their own light. This type of object does not have their own light. So this type of object does not have their own light. Okay, their own light. So if this type, if object that don't have their own light, it will be kept in the category of non-luminous object. I am coming on the example of non-luminous object. And it can't produce, it can't provide a light. It can't provide light. That's why it is kept in the category of non-luminous object. Non-luminous object. Are you getting? In our language, like this can be written, but meaning should be matched. Okay, should be matched. Now, for instance of non-luminous object, what this marker, okay, book, home, and what, cloth, and so on. Clearly, this type of objects don't have their own light, and it can't produce light to see other thing. Okay, this type of object help us to see the things, the other things. Clearly, now you can see written form definition of this word, and we have understood in the written form. Okay, I think now we are going to move. After this discussion, what will there come? You would say shadow, reflection. I am forgetting. 1 second. Yeah, I remember. Transparent, translucent, and opaque object. It is a better time to understand about transparent, translucent, opaque object after this discussion, because this is a range. So light, shadows are reflections. Okay, so we are going to discuss about transparent, opaque, you can say opaque object. Clear? So object that can, okay, first of all, practically we understand. This is object. Clear? This is, first of all, we should have two types of object. First, one object, and second, light source object. Clearly, this is object, and here should be light source that will provide light and this is falling on this object. Clear? So at least we should have two types of object. One object, simple object, and second object that can provide light from their own light. Clear? And the light of this light source is falling on this object. Now this object will not allow to pass this coming light from this source, from this light source, which means it is opaque object. Now if you didn't understand, here is you are not able to see with the help of this light. You are not able to see behind this object. Behind this object you are not able to see from one place. Then it indicates what about opaque object. Clearly? And okay, so as you are looking, this coming light from this source, from this light source, is being blocked by this object. That's why it is an opaque object, because opaque object can block the coming light from a light source. Are you getting? From a light source. Clear? Work of opaque object is to block coming light from a light source. Clearly? And this is blocked by this is being blocked by this opaque object. So now this opaque object will create shadow of this object, because of this didn't allow to pass this light from this side behind this object. That's why. Okay, and this light will reflect. That is said reflection. About this reflection we will come, don't worry. So if this light is not going behind this object, so absolutely direction of this light will be in different direction. This direction of light is known as reflection of light. Clearly? So about this reflection of light we will come later. So shadow is being created. Why? How? By this, because of light is being blocked by this what? Opaque object. That's why. Whereas now you will clearly understand when we will come on the discussion of transparent and translucent. Then you will be clear. Okay, opaque object that does not allow to pass the coming light from the light source. This light source, this light is blocked by object. This type of object is named opaque object. Clear? For example, for instance, book. This is blackboard. Our home. Car. Okay, car. It could be what? It could be translucent. How? So we will come. So this was written definition of opaque object. Clear? We understood by practical. Okay. Now I am coming on translucent. Clear? Translucent or transparent object. Transparent object. Here, this is object, this is not a opaque object. Let's assume this is object. Clear? And this is a source light. We should have two types of source. First, normal object, and second, object that can provide light. So this light is falling. This light is falling on this object, and now this object is allows to pass this coming light from this light source behind this, from this side behind this object. That's why it will be known as transparent object, because it is giving allow. It is giving allow to pass this light from this side behind this object. Clear? And now in other example we can understand. Here is you, and here you are able to see. Here you are able to see behind this, from one place behind this object, because of this is a transparent object. That's why you are able to see from one place to another place with the help of this object and this source light. Okay. Now yeah, this coming light will go passing through this object. This light will be like this, not like this. Okay. So you can say it will be known as refraction light. Refraction light. Okay. It could be bent then. Okay. So we need to understand what this type of object is giving allow to pass this coming light from light source. Meaning of this will be what? This is a transparent object. Clear? In other example you can understand. Here is you in one place, and in front of you is what? Object. Now you are able to see behind this object, from one place behind this object. Then you can say in front of you object is transparent object. Clear? Transparent object. Okay. Those objects allow to pass the coming light from light source, and it is not blocked. Okay, it is a compulsory to write, and it is not blocked. Okay, it is not blocked. Rather it is a past. Okay, it is a past. The light will be passing through the help of object. The light can cross with the help of object, with the help of object. Okay, this a type of object, this are types of object. Is known as transparent object. Are you clear? Example, we see glass, a spectral glass, and we see glass window. There are more example apart from this example. Okay, it was just to understand clearly. So this object is allow to pass this light, then it will this object can be said what it is, a transparent object. You are able to see from one place behind this object because of this is a transparent object, that's why you are able to see. Okay, now translucent object. Translucent object do you know about it? Translucent object, which type of object will be kept in the category of a translucent object? Can you define it? Okay, first of all, through practically we understand about this word. Okay, this is object, we don't know which type of is their object, is their object. Clear? Now here, as we discuss, light is compulsory to apply on this, to fall or to apply on this object. Now light is falling on this object, so some light will cross, but some light will not cross. Some light will be blocked by this object, so we can't say completely clear. We are here, we are not able to complete complete see. That's why this type of object is named translucent object. For example, blur object, blur glass. Okay, blur glass. So here something light will be blocked by this object, but something light will be allowed by this object. Because of here we can say what something will be hidden by object. Clear? Object that allow something. Okay, clear? Object that allows something. Clear? But while something coming light can be blocked. Something coming light can be blocked. Clear? This is a process to identify translucent object. Okay, and next words we can write, we are not able to see completely. We are not able we are not able to see completely. That's why this type of object is named what, translucent object. For example, blur, glass, blur window, blur glass window. Okay, you can understand. Now I think shadow. Shadow is what? Shadow is created by blocked area of light. Light is blocked by opaque object, that which creates shadow of that object. Okay, to be shadow, objects should be opaque object. Here, size of a shadow can be increased by putting light source near and far. If we light source put near from the object, then size of a shadow of object will be larger. Clearly, but whereas we put light source far from the object, size of the shadow of the object will be smaller. Are you getting? Will be smaller. Yeah, will be smaller. And shape of shadow of object. We can't say clearly that this is a shadow of animal, but whereas you can say this is shadow is making by hand, but it is a shape of animal. So we are not able to identify shape of shadow, which animals shadow is there. We can't able. Reflection is what? This is opaque object, and this is a source light. Light is falling on this object, and this direction of light will turn into other direction. Are you getting? Into other direction. So here it is moving. This direction light is moving in another direction because of this is opaque object. That's why. And this turned direction of light, it is known as reflection. It can't be said reflection of light. Okay. This turned direction light will be said reflection. Now let's suppose this is object. We don't know which type of object is there. This light is falling on this, and this light cross by this object. So this object now will be transparent, as we discussed about word of transparent object. Transparent object allows to pass the light from one place behind the object clearly, but this would be bent. This light direction would be bent, clear, and this light direction will be known as refraction. Are you getting? So here we see what our image inside the mirror because of light of reflection. Our light is traveling in a straight line. Light travels in a straight line. Yeah. This is a moon. This is a candle, flame candle, and we look this candle with the help of a pipe. Now will be able to see this flame candle by this help of pipe? Yeah. absolutely, because the light is going in a straight line, that's why. Whereas we take bent pipe, now we'll be able, we we will be able to see the flame candle by this help of bent pipe? No, because light is not a light is not traveling in a straight line, that's why it is a compulsory light should be in a straight line, then we can see anything, any object, because of light will travel, then light will travel in straight line, then. Are you getting? Okay, yeah. Inside mirror we see our duplicate image. So let's suppose there is no light in our room, then our image will not be formed in mirror if we are even if we are in front of a mirror. So here there is no light, that's why our image is not inside the mirror and we can't see. Okay, so here there should be what, light source then, and light would be traveling in straight, then our image would be clear. Are you getting? And we see a reflection of building, reflection of animals sit near of the pond lake, then we can see reflection of that animal, those animals. Okay, like this happened because of light, because of polished material, because of sign material. Our mirror is a sign material, polished material, and this mirror, just behind this mirror you will see opaque object that don't allow the light to pass from one side to another side. That's why we see our image inside the mirror. If this mirror will allow to pass the light from one place behind the object, then our image will not be formed inside the mirror. So back of this mirror would be what, a named of opaque object. Clearly? So like this is how we can define it in details. And this is very interesting, but if we are new in front of this study of this chapter, then we can be nervous, we can face difficult. Okay, clear? So mirror are three types of mirror. Okay, mirror are three types: plane mirror, that is also said flat mirror, and concave and convex. Concave, convex, special about this we will come. So concave, in plane mirror, we are in front of a plane mirror, we are looking our image, our duplicate image. So our image inside the mirror will be in same size as we are in normal, in original image. Okay, but side of the object can be different and would be different. Clearly, would be different. You can practical when you are in front of a mirror, then in reality you will get a result that I told you. Okay, so here concave, inside the concave mirror we are in front of a concave mirror, then our image will be larger, and more we go to the concave mirror, then our image inside the concave mirror will be inverted. When we go inverted, which means opposite, we are stand like this, then our image will be opposite. Okay, inside the concave mirror. And if we are from this concave mirror, then you can see our image will be larger. Convex mirror, convex mirror. Convex mirror is able to cover a lot of area, and also this is able to cover a lot of area, which means images of object will be small. That's why it is able. Whereas you can think it is covering more areas, and whereas object is larger, it is impossible. Okay, object will be larger, then how can area be covered? It is impossible, absolutely. Okay, and it is used in many places to cover more places, more area. It is also used side mirror of the car. Okay, so that a driver of the vehicle can see clearly behind them who is coming. Okay, clearly. And concave mirror is almost is used in doctor's field. Okay, to see the problem inside the inside the patient. Clearly. Now it's time to move on this discussion. Food, where does it come from? Can you explain food is what? Food that we eat. Can you tell me what did you eat today? Can you ask from your friend about food that your friend ate today and that your friend ate regular? Can you explain? How would you explain about the food that you eat regular? Think about it. All this word that you are able to look, what are all this saying to us? Okay, I think it is enough time to understand about it. Let me explain about all this food that we eat normal, and there are two types of food. Am I right? Two types of food are found in our area. So first is what? Junk food. As you know, junk food is dangerous. We should not eat a junk food, but people ignore the junk food, and people today also people is taking junk food. We can't stop them. Okay, we can aware to them clearly. Junk food that is made with chemicals instead of natural material. Are you getting? Instead of natural materials. That's why it is said junk food, and it is harmful for us body. It is harmful for us body because it stops to maintain our body. Okay, body. We can fall ill because of this reason. We can be unhealthy. I think I am writing all. Okay, we can be unhealthy. We can face many diseases. Okay, that's why we should not eat. One person who is taking junk food and the same person is saying we should not eat we should not eat junk food. We should not eat junk food. This is incompatible to suggest to another person, to somebody. Okay. First of all, you need to decide that you should not eat junk food then. And if you are continuing in this process, then you will be able to suggest to somebody that you should not eat vegetable. Got it? Now, second is what? Homemade food. You can say homemade food. That is, we can say nature cooked. Nature cooked. Homemade food. Homemade food. Okay. This is made in at home, and it is cooked well. It is cooked well. That's why this is a beneficial. That's why this is a beneficial for us, for our body. Okay, in this type of food, is found nutrients component, like for example carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, fats, energy, that provides energy. Okay, if we eat homemade food instead of junk food, then we will get better result. What? Better result. If we take a homemade food, we will get we will get healthy. Are you clear? We will get healthy. We will not be able to face what disease. Okay, many diseases. That's why it is all these are advantage to take a homemade food. Whereas if we take junk food, then there are most disadvantage. Okay, disadvantage as compared to homemade food. Clear? Now, ingredients is what? Ingredients is also found in food, but ingredients is used ingredients it is used these are used to make a product. These are used to cook a vegetables. Okay. For example, what? To cook rice. We need what? First of all, we need raw rice. Then water to boil it. Okay, then we will get cooked rice. Okay, like this. So these raw rice and water are ingredients to cook rice. Clearly, when we cook vegetable, then in vegetables are what are built a lot of ingredients, a lot of materials. Materials that are needed to cook a vegetables, those materials will be known as ingredients. Okay, materials, in other words, we can understand materials that are used to cook a vegetable, a vegetable. Okay, to cook a vegetable as a food. Clearly, those materials will be known as ingredients. Clearly, ingredients. Are you getting? This was so. If you wanted to cook a vegetable, then we should have all ingredients, all materials that will be included to cook a vegetable that we want to cook. Okay, so materials you can say, otherwise you can say needed materials needed to cook a vegetable. Those needed materials will be known as, in other words, what ingredients. Clearly, I hope you are clear. Now, sources to get food. Now it's a time, I think, to give answer of this question. Source to get food. We have what? Vegetables, green vegetables, potato, tomato, onion, okay, oil. So all these ingredients, where does it come from? Okay, so sources to get food, there are two types of sources: animals as product and plants as products. You must have seen in your village area. If you don't live in village area, then you can go to believe. Okay, to believe. You would see what paddy of a field that provides us what? Rice. Okay. So farmer to agriculture of a paddy to get in a result rice. Clearly, this is a process that we get rice. Are you getting? First, our farmer will do agriculture. Then agriculture of paddy. Then we will get. Then this farmer will get what? Rice, raw rice. Okay, raw rice. After some process that are needed to this agriculture. Are you getting? Agriculture. This is how this process that shows what? To get food, raw rice. Then we cook raw rice with ingredients water. Then we are able to eat cooked rice. Okay, this is how you can see. Clear? Whereas animals as products, whereas here done there are done a lot of agriculture of different what crop. Clear? Animals as product. As we know, some of animals give us milk product, and milk can be used as a product. Okay, whereas we see milk is converted into curd, into cheese. Okay, so like this we see converting of milk into another product. Okay, and most of us people, we eat what meat of other animal. Am I right? For example, goat, hen, I don't know. Okay, and more, and maybe more. Like this we get food as a product from animals. So here we are looking what there are two ways to get food as a product. First is from animals we get milk, that is what herbivores, meat carnivores. Here as a from plants we get product. Clear? Animal meat. Herbivores, carnivores, I think you are clear. We should take a step on other discussion. Herbivores, animal eat. Can you define animal eating animal? Can you define animal eat in their life? Can you define? Let me explain. We see animal eat different foods as we eat, but most of the common food we eat as a human being. But whereas animal, you would see most of animal eat different food. Ant, as you see, ant eat different food as compared to food of another animal. Clearly, dog don't eat. Dog, as we see in our daily life, dog eat food. You can observe what is that food. How do they eat? Okay, herbivores. There are three types of animal who eat what different types of food. Three types of animals you will find. First of all, herbivores. This type of animal eat only plant products. So we can say herbivore animals eat only plant product. Okay, plant product. plant product. Clear? This is exact mean. This animal don't eat what? This animal don't eat meat of other animal. That's why it is kept in the category of herbivores. Like this we can explain carnivores, omnivores. Clear? So like this type of animal will be known as herbivores because this animal don't eat meat of other animal. The animal who eat what meat of other animal, those type of animal are known carnivores. Clearly? Carnivores. So carnivores animal only eat meat of other animal. Clearly? This type of animal don't eat plant products. That's why it is kept in the category of carnivores. Clear? Oh, okay. I left what example here: cow, buffalo, goat, and so on and more. Clearly? And more. And whereas example of a carnivores will be what? Lion, like this. Okay. Elephant will come in the category of herbivores. Clearly? Now I am coming on the omnivores. This type of animal will eat both also plant products and also meat of other animal. Whereas in the category of herbivores could come what? Human. Okay, because most of us we don't eat meat of other animal. That's why like us, so people can be kept in the category of herbivores. And here, but in the category of carnivores, human cannot be kept because human don't eat only meat of other animal. Omnivores. This animal, these animals eat what? Both, which means plant products and meat of other animal. Are you getting? Meat of other animal. That's why it is kept in the category of omnivores. Are you getting? For example, we are omnivores. Most of us we eat what? Both plant products and also meat of other animals. You can see most of the people in our country eat what? Meat of other animal. Clearly. And our dog comes in the category of omnivores. Situation to get food in our country. There is a hard situation of some people who are in the category of also poverty, in extreme poverty, who are facing to get food. Most of a person don't get enough food in a day, and this is not a continue, and this is a continue. So this is a situation in our country. Here we need to think about solution of this problem. Here we can say what agriculture of food can be should be increased, so that availability of agriculture food will be more. When facilities of agriculture food will be available in the market of vegetable, then it will be possible to provide what? Food. Then after this, prices of food should be at affordable price. Prices of food should not be at extremely high level, should not be at extremely low level. Clear? Okay. Clear? Yeah. But it is not enough. If we will do like this, then it is not enough. Government and public will be involved in this to solve this problem. Okay, to solve this problem. Here, in which this category will be kept human, as we discussed in this, also in this, because human eats what? Both plant products and meat of other animal, and also human beings can be kept in herbivores when only human is eating products, plant products. But in the category of carnivores, those type of human cannot kept. Any human cannot kept in carnivores, because today we can say there are no human who are eating only meat of other animal. Okay. I think it's a complete. That's all we understood in this lecture. What about light, reflection, shadows, luminous object, non-luminous object, reflection, shadow, size of a shadow, shape of a shadow. Then we came on the discussion of this food. Where does it come from? Food, ingredient, source to get food. All this word, about this word we have understood. I think we have learned a lot of work from this, because in this we saw what? Two chapter, and first light, shadows, reflection we understood as a summary. Then but that summary took a lot of time. Okay, a lot of time, but it doesn't matter. If we are studying with the details, then it doesn't matter, time doesn't matter. Okay, but in a right way we should study, we should discuss in a right way. Okay, and on this we came. That's all.